To help us with that is not just anybody. He is that man that comes with over 40 years of experience. Six-figure ring earner, a member of the ELC, that is Executive Leadership Council, and he is that first shareholder in the US of A. This is none other than the man known to us as everybody's coach, Erik Robinson.
Woo! Wow. Thank you, Troy, for that amazing introduction. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Can y'all
indeed,
hear
I
me
can.
today?
It's in your court.
Woo! All right, if y'all can hear me, give me the 1 2 1 2 1 2 double 1 2.
Double 1 2.
Microphone,
All right.
Micah. 1 2 1 2.
All right, cool. Well, thank you, everybody. Man, I'm excited. I got something for y'all today. Today, we're going to talk about the 10 myths that keeps entrepreneurs broke or stuck. 10 myths that's keeping you, that's right, you, broke or stuck. How many of y'all want that information? If you want that, this is going to unstuck you, it's going to unbroke you. Are you ready for that? Let me say yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I got a question. Team, how y'all feel?
Fired up.
What's up?
My income.
And DJ, show them who you are. Who gets the green sheet?
Everybody
gets a green
Get your green sheets. Everybody get your green sheets. Get your green sheets. Everybody get your green sheets. Get your green sheets. Everybody get your green sheets. Get your green sheets. Everybody get your green sheets.
Woo! All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about 10 myths that keep entrepreneurs stuck. And man, Uncle Jock, I thought you was reading out my notes. I'm like, did this guy jump in my notepad? Did I accidentally text this out to people? You're right on point. Right on point. So I'm kind of torn. Downtown Rita Brown, are you back today?
It's Miss Rita.
Miss Rita, I'm sorry. Miss Rita, are you back today? Thank you, Uncle Jock.
I'm back.
All right, well then, I'm trying to decide, do I give y'all all 10 or do I let it blend? But you know what? I'm not giving y'all 10 right now. I'm gonna try to get through all 10, but I know I'm not. So you're going to tune back in tomorrow. Are y'all with me? But the first myth, number 1, if you build it, they will come. If you build it, they will come. Y'all heard that, right? That's the Field of Dreams, right?
Yes.
Who's that? Kevin Costner? That's Hollywood. That's scripted. They wrote that in. It's a script. He got the tractor, knocked the cornfields down, built the baseball field stadium, and all of a sudden the whole town came out. How many of y'all know if you get your license, pass your test, get your laptop, get your computer, all your friends and family, the whole town ain't come and say, oh my goodness, you are agent, I want to join your team. How many of y'all know it don't work like that? Oh, talk to me. Y'all gonna be quiet today? Oh, so when y'all signed your AOA, your agent ownership agreement,
It doesn't work like
It
that.
don't work like that.
doesn't work that
Trust
way.
me,
They're
I
not
know
coming
it
to
don't
you.
I was
work
You
gonna
like
got to
say,
that.
go to them.
they put something in my cup. Now, even if you get your CEO cup, you can get this as I am the CEO that is. I drink out my CEO cup. Just in case y'all was wondering, they come in 2 sizes. You got big and small. All right. So I told y'all we that's what we got. But you build it, they'll come. That don't work. See, how do you get them to come? It takes some marketing. Takes some. You got to go out there and tell them who you are.
Yep.
You know, there used to be a cheer, I think, in Little League sports. They say, everywhere we go,
People want to
Wanna
know
know
people want to
who
know
we
what
are.
Who
So
we
we
are.
who you
we
are.
are.
And
So we
where
tell
we
them
come
where we
from.
come from.
Oh, we tell them. Are
Well,
y'all with me?
yes.
That's we did that. Right? We are the Lions. We are the Tigers. We the Panthers. Are y'all catching that? You got to tell them who you are. But I'm gonna tell you, when you become an entrepreneur, unless you're wearing your everybody gets a green sheet shirt, they don't even want to know who you are. You just got to go tell them. Nobody, you walking down the street, nobody's saying, who is that guy? I wonder what he does. Is he an agent? Is he an entrepreneur? Is he somebody that changed my life? Now, back in the day before I was married, I think some people were saying that to me. They were like, man, ooh, who is he? He's sexy. At least Dr. Meri, my wife, says so. She's like, I think that guy can change my life. So I had to let her know who I was, right? But after that, she signed up for the program. I was done. Nobody else wanted to know. They're like, oh, you got a ring on. We don't even want to know who you are. But it's your job to tell them. Are y'all following me? You got to tell them all the time. Like all the time, all the time. And some of y'all thinking, why I can't tell them all the time? Okay, drive down the street, you're going to see some kind of advertisement, right? Has anybody ever drove past, like, and I shouldn't be saying the name, any chicken spot? Any chicken spot. Have you ever drove past a chicken spot and could smell it? Man, they got the fans on today, right? They got that smell, so you they attract. They even make you. They even let. And then you see the sign. Oh man, honey, you hungry? Oh yeah, I'm hungry. Let's go get some of that. Are y'all catching me? They set you up. They're constantly letting you know who they are. You turn on the TV, they let you know who they are. Okay, you don't turn on your TV, you turn on your social media page, and guess what? I don't care whether you do it Instagram, TikTok, whatever, they got advertisement, Facebook. They're advertising marketing telling you. And the good companies will market based off of some of your hobbies, some of the things you're searching for. They even call it retargeting. Like you go to somebody's website, and now you go on social media. Now they track you through these things called meta tags and microdata and cookies. They track you to the new page to Facebook. And so now you see their advertising. You're like, man, wow, I was just thinking about that. Yeah, you was, because you were just on that page. They followed you to Facebook. Y'all catching me? So I'm gonna ask y'all this question. Who's following you social media? When somebody Googles insurance, are they following you to your page? Do you even have an insurance page? Nowadays, they use them for low cost. If you don't have it, let me know. We even got a marketing company, Hugs Media. You can go there, hugsmedia.com, and create your page. We have some clients go there, and people's like, oh, they thought it was going to people instantly happen. No. You don't have to use that. You can use whatever. But you need to have something to drive your own traffic. Are y'all hearing what I'm saying? You want to build a big business, you got to tell a lot of people, period. You know, David said earlier, the top recruiter makes the most money. How do you recruit more people? You got to make yourself more attractive. See, somebody told me once, my mentor and coach, I was listening to Myron Golden, he's like, you don't need to go find more people. You need to make yourself more findable to more people.
That's good. That's good.
So you don't got to go out and find more people. You need to make yourself more findable to more people. They're already looking. People are already searching and looking for what you got, but they can't find you. Because nobody knows where you are. You ain't there. If you build it, they'll come. That's a lie. Some people still holding on. They ain't even seen the movie. They still talking about that. If you build it, they'll come. I'm like, where'd you get that from? I don't know. I saw it on YouTube. No, it's a movie before your time. And that was fake. So stop that one. Number 2. Y'all ready for number 2? Say I'm ready.
Ready.
Number 2.
I'm ready.
Ready.
And I want y'all to see, these are expectations that some of y'all are bringing in. When you signed your business, you got started, you're coming in with these expectations, not even knowing you're setting yourself up for failure. See, some of y'all are not having the success because you came with a failure mindset. Ooh, you didn't even know it. That was a little hard, wasn't it, Jackie?
Yeah.
Some of y'all came here with a failure mindset and you didn't even know it. You thought you was coming for success, but your mindset was set up for failure. A real entrepreneur can tell you that you was already set up for failure.
How you know, Eric?
Huh?
How do you know?
I've been there, Uncle Jock. I remember me and you went to start one of our businesses, and we had great idea, great concept, and we went to the SB with the Small Business Administration. We went to their headquarters right here in Washington, D.C. Me and you, we went out of the party, went down to the headquarters. Like, we're going to go down there and get some learning. Great. We went down there and told them what we was going to do. And the guy was like, man, y'all wrong. Nah, we ain't wrong. We left out there saying, they don't know us. They don't know who we are. Watch them. Why? We're going to prove them wrong. And they probably let them say, here's another one. They keep coming down.
You gotta learn the hard way.
Gotta learn the hard way, man.
You won't look. Watch this. Wow. They don't want to be coachable and don't want to follow the system.
Nope. And Uncle Jock, they wasn't the first person. You remember one of the first people to put us on track, and we wasn't listening.
Yeah, Jahar, Tubby, a whole.
Oh, I was thinking this about one. You put a whole list of people who was like, whole list of entrepreneurs was telling us. But I remember when we was in New Atlantic City. We was with Stream Energy. We went to Rob Snyder. He had the suite. We went up there with the presentation to show him how we was going to open up territories for that company. Mm-hmm. And we had a mapped out plan. And he said, you know what? Y'all plan looks pretty good, but y'all plan is lacking one major thing. But what's that? It still rings true in my. He said, y'all are underestimating the amount of time that it takes to open a market.
Yep.
He said, your plan's good. Y'all got 90-day plan. You're going to do this here in 90 days. You're going to do that in 90 days. You're going to go here, you go here. He said, man, y'all are way underestimating the amount of time that it takes to penetrate a market.
That's good.
And guess what?
Really what was needed to do it.
And what was needed to do it. We had everything. We had a game plan. What we're going to do, we're going to go to the churches. We're going to do this. We're going to hit this. We're going to boom, 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 bam, bam. Sounds good. But y'all are underestimating what the effort is going to be needed.
Wow.
And guess what number 2 is?
These are guys that spent millions of dollars already knowing the terrain of how to navigate and put your business in front of people.
Jock, this guy's business at that time was already doing $800 million a year. His company was doing $800 million in revenue a year. Now we're sitting with a gentleman who later sold his company for $360 million in cash about 6 years later. We're sitting with him, telling him how we're going to do it. And he's giving us the blueprint. Y'all are underestimating what it's going to take. Sounds good to y'all. Nice presentation. I appreciate it. Now we're in his private room, right? And we had a company convention, and it's thousands at the convention. He's like, I gave y'all some time because of who y'all are and what y'all have done. So we earned the right to have that time with them. But he's like, y'all gotta put a little more meat in the game. Number 2, y'all ready? Number 2 is
let
it fly.
Number 2, expecting overnight success. Woo! Wow, I just set that one up perfect.
That's good.
Number 2 is expecting overnight success. Believing you will get rich quick and it's going to happen in 30 or 60 days.
That 30 or 60 days will run people straight away from that opportunity. It won't give themselves an opportunity to take advantage of the opportunity.
Man, Jock, this week I've talked to 2 people who ready to quit after 1 week. Well, I ain't got the time. One was a young college student. I'm like, go quit, right? You want to quit? Quit. You ain't doing me. You ain't hurting me. Girl, you just got through your first year in college. I hope she's watching. You got through your first year in college and you ready to quit. Talking about this too much time, too much this. You only been here for a week. You don't even know. And yet she wants to go get a finish undergrad, then she wants to go to master's, and she wants to get a doctorate degree. You can commit all that time to learning something, but you can't even get this 1 week saying it's going to wrap up too much of your time, and you on summer break. I'm like, get out of here. See, you gotta really want this thing too. Because you can go through all these pitfalls and all the things I'm gonna share with you, I'm gonna help you out. But if you got the desire to win, ain't nothing going to stop you. But stop coming in here thinking time. You know, I remember I got started January in this company. January 1st, January 16th, I was introduced. January 16th, 2021. My first check didn't come till I think it was like April 25th. So that's January to February to March to April. 3 months, almost 4 months before we got our first check. Do you realize I had built a team? We had did March Madness, the first ever in the U.S. We had did dinner with we had did so many things, and we wasn't even licensed when we was putting things on. Uncle Jock, you know your story when you didn't pass the test for 6 times, you didn't get your license until when?
Till August.
August. So imagine going all the way through August from January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. Imagine going 8 months building a team, seeing your team make money, and you can't get none of it. I hear people talk about, oh man, I missed the check. I didn't miss this. I didn't get the override. Y'all, imagine y'all talking about small overrides. He's talking about thousands of dollars, like 8,000, 7,000. And he kept building, kept going. See, it's your mindset. Here's the thing. You can tell the level of an entrepreneur by what bothers them. If small things bother you, that means you're right now, you're at a small level as an entrepreneur. Because you think that's going to be it. Mm. The bigger your business, y'all heard it, more money, more what? More problems. But guess what? I'd rather have more money with more problems than less money in problems. If you're gonna have problems, I'd rather have problems being rich. Anybody, are y'all with me? If I'm gonna cry, let me cry in my mansion, and in a nice bed, and everything is, and the dishes are clean, the houses. Let me cry in comfort than sitting there crying in a Pinto. Are y'all with me?
Eric, real quick, what was number one? What was number one?
Number one, if you build it, they will come.
Okay.
So why am I telling y'all this? See, you gotta stop having that so right now expectation. That's the job mentality. There's nothing wrong, but I know where you're coming from. You're coming from an employee mindset. The employee always wants to be compensated and paid for every effort, every action that they take. The entrepreneur takes the actions, and then the compensation is the result. We're going to do the actions because that's the actions needed to build the business. So many times, entrepreneurs are the last ones to get paid. But over time, they're the ones who makes the most money. Are y'all with me? Man, I got to pay everybody else. I got to pay my employees. You know, I worked at the dealership, and the owner used to always tell me, Eric, they was for the first 3 to 4 years, after putting up hundreds of thousands of dollars, putting up his life savings. He said, I had to pay my people. We wasn't making money. He owned a Honda franchise in Baltimore. I wasn't getting paid because I had to pay everything, pay everybody. We were just launched on the ground. I was in debt, borrowed money from this person, borrowed money from this. I had to pay back. He later sold that dealership, made millions later, sold it for like 60-70 million dollars. But who's willing to go 3 to 4 years without paying and still busting your butt still doing the work, still doing the grind.
Time me up.
See, that's what entrepreneurs do. Are y'all with me? Now, I'm not telling you got to go long time without making no money, but my question is, if you don't make no money, are you still going to go? See, we see all the success stories. We came from the conference, and everybody's walking across stage. They say, well, why, Eric, that's another rags to riches story. Why? Because they're telling you, man, y'all see me now. Did you see me, or was you willing to put the work in when I was then? And remember, many of them had people who they recruited back then who quit. Experior had people in the beginning who quit. They didn't stick it in with Jamie and Leanne. Are y'all catching that? There was people who came in who didn't stick with them. Like, nah, man, this is too tough. We out. Frank and Morrow said, man, they just both crossed over $1 million in income. They said, man, this is just in 10 years. I know people work 10 years in their life. I know people work 20 years who work 30 years and not making $1 million a year. Are y'all catching me? They said, man, we came in. Not only that, they hit us with a lawsuit. Took everything that we have saved, all our life savings, to bet on a company that we just got part of. We wasn't friends with Jamie and Leanne Prickett. We knew their name, knew who they was. They wasn't in our downline. We wasn't in their downline. But we saw the vision. Who's willing to stick it out and fight through lawsuits and look? Are y'all catching me? And then they told them, you can't go recruit anybody from the company that y'all came from. All the people they knew after years of being in the industry was from that company. And they said, and that company's off limits now. Now, pay for the lawsuit, battle, and then y'all gotta go start all over fresh. Let's see what you're made out of. Most of y'all would pack it up. A lot of people packed it up. Now they see them today and say, ooh, I knew you was gonna be successful. I knew y'all was gonna do it. See, entrepreneurs, I'm not saying you're gonna have to go through that hardship, but if you did, are you willing? If you had to, are you willing? Type in yes if you believe in your business enough that you are willing to go through it. I don't care if you're watching this on YouTube, replay. I don't care what your business is, whether you're a barbershop, whether you're a beauty salon, or you're selling graham crackers on a corner. Are you willing to go through what it needs to go through? Now, here's the part to that too. You can't just be there. You got to work there. Are y'all with me? You can't just log in. You got to be locked in and go to work. You can't just show up to the Zoom and then don't do the work after the Zoom.
Right.
Are y'all with me? Like I'm talking about you gotta put in that work. You gotta put in that grind. See, I was up last night. I had to get my AML done. I was taking my study for my AML at 3:00 in the morning. I didn't get off my last call. I did my morning call on holiday at 8:30. I'm not telling you what you got to do what I did, but the last training we got off, I think we was on the phone with the Jen to about 10. That was 14 hours on a holiday. Then me and Meri, we went out and did a little thing, got something to eat, but we went looking for the next location for the Level Up conference. Woo, we still working. Took a lunch break, came home and went back to work.
Hey, Eric, when you finish, I got my hand up. I just can't raise it.
So, but what I'm saying, are you willing to do the work? And that's all we kept saying. He's like, man, I'm having fun here with my wife. We willing to put the work in. Because I know what I'm looking for in the next 3 to 5 years, not what I'm looking for tomorrow. Are y'all with me? 3 to 5 years. What can my life look like 3 to 5 years? I've seen what this business did for me in the last 4 years, but what can happen in the next 3 to 5 years? I can be rich if I put the work in. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all are all here. That's just 2. I got 10. I'm going to stop with that. Hopefully y'all got something out of these first 2 that can understand. Stop coming in with the wrong mindset. You don't have to stop coming in. You just got to shift it. Because if you already hear the wrong mindset, that's too late. You can't come in again. But you got to make a decision. And if you don't know what you don't know, it's hard to make those changes. That's why I want y'all to plug in this week, because some of y'all don't even know the changes you need to make. But when I finish all 10 of them, you will absolutely, without a doubt, unequivocally know what you need to do to stop being broke, stop being stuck, and start being rich in your business. With that being said, I'm gonna pass it over to you, Uncle Jock, and you take it to Mr. Troy.
All right, real quick. Some of the best advice that I ever got, right? And I used to apply it, and then I would apply it in spots, and then it would kind of the thought would get away from me, right? But one of my mentors told me, was saying, when you're in business for yourself, when you're doing your work, not when you have a job, when you're doing your work, we've been um steered by society to think that you got to get up like 8 or 9, go to work 9 to 5, quit at 5 o'clock or whatever. When you're working on your work, man, just work on your work until you get tired. And when you get tired, guess what? You go to sleep. Then when you wake up, guess what? Work back on your work again. Like, don't get caught up on times, like thinking this is when I'm supposed to work. This is when I should be resting. This is when I should be sleeping. No, work, take breaks, go back to work. Work, take breaks, go back to work. When you're working on your stuff, it's a difference between it's a difference between having a job and working your job and working your business. When you work in your business, work on your stuff, take some breaks, work on your stuff, take some breaks, work on your stuff.
Ooh, Uncle Jock, that's the way I live my life, brother. Ooh, good stuff, good stuff. Mr. Gandy, Troy, take us home. Oh, you muted, Troy.
Yeah. All right, all right. Experts, the index voice of inspiration knows you just got served another master class by one of the best in the business. So let's give an amazing, well-deserved round of applause for everybody's coach, Erik Robinson. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you once again.
Yes.
We appreciate each and every one of you. And now that brings us to the Annie Willie inspired recap relay of the day. This is where we get to reflect in 1 minute or less the inspirational nugget that was most impactful for you today from the day's masterclass. And then we'll pass the baton to the next business runner. With that being said, we're going to give it to the one that's already laced up and ready to go in the blocks, and that's none other than Dr. Teresa O'Day.
Okay, yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Erik, as always. And for those of us who were at the convention, I mean, like minds think alike. Erik, when you said you and Jack, you thought he looked into you. But from the convention, the gentleman Taylor said, if you don't heal your wounds, who wants to complete that?
You
You
will bleed all over everybody who did not cut you.
absolutely, absolutely. So with this pitfalls or myths that you said right here, when we come in here, just like you said, people want overnight success, overnight results. And when that doesn't happen, who do they blame? Oh, they didn't do this. My leader didn't do this. My leader didn't do that. But they forget that they are not healing themselves of whatever they are not doing. So to me, even myself, what area do I need to heal myself so I'm not bleeding over my partners, my leaders, my clients? So I am here to build, and I know the right people will come. So thank you so much.
All right, all right. Thank you for bringing it into the zone. And we are now going to pass that baton to that lady known as Mo Money Mo. Let's get it.
Good morning. Good morning. Number 2, expecting overnight success. I always think about how I worked in the school system for all those years. And I mean, even when COVID hit, we had to take our computers home and still run payroll. Then they made us go to the office when nobody was supposed to be out. And if I can work that hard for somebody else's business, why can't I work that hard for my own business? And so that's where I am. When Tiffany talked about, I mean, when you lay down at night, I'm still thinking. If I'm watching TV, I know those people on TV need my insurance. Everybody needs what we have. And so we don't turn it off when we're an entrepreneur. And so that is a big myth that everybody think you can come in and magically overnight be a success. No, we got to be about it. And so thank you so much for that, Erik.
All right, all right. Thank you, Mo Money Mo, for bringing it into the zone in a timely manner. You are running a good split, and we're gonna pass that baton now to the man called Mr. Andre West.
All right, all right, all right. Let me tell you something. This was amazing today, everybody. I am so excited for the success that we're all having. Monique, Mo Money Mo, you hit me right in the face with that expecting overnight success. And I was recruited into this business the last time because I am a marathon runner. Marathon runners don't believe it's going to take just a quick overnight thing. You cannot train for marathons in an overnight. You have to take your time. It takes training, it takes effort. You know what? Another thing, came to the company with the wrong mindset. We need to shift, everybody. I know what we're going to be doing 3 to 5 years from now. What can happen? I can be rich if I put the work in. Get off of the call and do the work after the Zoom. Thanks so much, everybody.
Thank you for running quickly, Mr. Andre West. And now I'll pass the baton to Mr. David Johnson. DJ.
Yeah, I got a couple things. I'm gonna be quick. You are your business, meaning like you're the marketing, like you're it until you find other people to be it. And are you findable? That really hit me. And then expecting overnight success. I've had a 1099 for 10 years. I don't know what a W-2 is. And Jock said something about work. I'll give you one of my secrets. I cut my day into 3 days. 6 to 12, 6 a.m. to 12, 12 to 6 p.m. and 6 p.m. to 12 p.m. So that's what I got.
Awesome. Thank you for bringing it into the zone. And now I get to pass the ball on to a lady that is transitioning as a black belt somebody to somebody that knows how to run as well. So that is my black belt sister, Mr. Kaji. Let's get it.
Joy. Don't need to find more, but you need to be more findable. Like I said, we're learning here what we learned in this conference. I wrote on my page, invisible to irreplaceable. Stop being invisible. Let them know you got something they want and be irreplaceable. That's my goal. Let's do it.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Thank you. That girl learns how to run quick. That's that black belt spirit. I know it. And now we get to pass that ball on to the man that comes with all the wisdom and nuggets, none other than Professor Lecole Elijah Pye.
Yeah, thank you so much, Erik, for sharing that. And I just want to piggyback on when you said people come into the business with wrong mindset, which is true. It happens all the time. Somebody said you work your job for 10, 15 years. You weren't wealthy. You start your own business for 1 year. You are not wealthy, and then you quit your own business. Just look at the rationales. You worked for somebody else for 10, 15 years. You weren't wealthy. And then you start your own business. And 1 year, 2 years, 5 months, you are not wealthy, and then you quit your own business. You're working for somebody else. Another thing too is sometimes we are the one that set the wrong mindset. Sometimes we tell our team members when we try to recruit, because sometimes we recruit just to recruit. We don't recruit to be, we don't recruit to retain, to help. And then we tell the person, oh, just come in, don't worry, just register. And I'm going to handle everything for you. And then when they pass everything to you, they don't grow. They are stuck with you, and then they quit because we sold them the wrong mindset. Everything comes with responsibility. So we need to let them know when they're coming in, look, this is what it takes. It might take more than what you have to be successful here. So we should stop setting the wrong mindset. Because if we stop setting the wrong mindset, we can have authentic business partners and build a strong business here. Thank you. Back to you, Mr. Troy.
Woo! Thank you, Professor. And we appreciate you bringing it into the zone. And we got another hand out. The man has got his hand extended in the zone, and that is none other than the man called Money, Mr. Stephen Short. We ain't heard from you in a while. Get smoking, man.
You know something, man? I like this because it's just when you really think. But the one thing that had me thinking, because this had me thinking a little about something. The one thing we look at, what do you really need to make you become the best that you can be? Are you looking at yourself and saying, am I doing everything that I can accomplish what I need to do? Am I doing everything to make it where I want to be? Am I setting myself with the right people? Because it's always going to be naysayers and people say that you ain't going to do it, right? But it's up to you. Are you strong enough within yourself where that doesn't mean don't even bother you? Or are you walking right through that? Because there was something that Erik was saying about that thing, because I got so many different ideas in my mind. It's making me it confuses my own self. Are you the one when they say this business I could do? I do everything I want in this business to make it be the best for me, and always it'll be for the future. That's what I was trying to say, brother. But a couple things I forgot.
You got it in. You got it in.
Up a little bit. My GD's messed up a little bit, so all my ideas in my mind too.
All right. We appreciate it. Thank you for putting that baton out there and extending it into the zone. Because now that the runners have done their thing, it is time to bring it home. And bringing it home, my goodness, we have been long waiting for somebody that knows how to cross the finish line right. So we want to say, hey, don't go anywhere. This race is not over. Get ready. Now to bring us across the finish line is our human AI and our anchor leg like no other. She is the international recap specialist that captures it all. None other than Miss Rita. Welcome.
Thank you, Troy. I don't feel worthy of that this morning, but I'm going to give it my best.
Oh, you got it. We know.
When you think of green sheet, what word comes to mind? When you think of the 3x5, what comes to mind? When you think of our special 4-step system, what comes to mind? Systems is what is going to give USAX an unfair advantage. This is how we are going to win with our green sheet system, with our 3x5 system, and with our special 4-step system. In order for it to work, you have to plug in and master the system and then duplicate it. The 3x5, 3 AOAs and 5,000 income every month. And then you teach those 3 to do the same. We have a 3-tier proven special system of systems. Keep it simple, not easy, but simple. The plays are easy, but running the play is a different thing. Keep posting, make social media your business. The green sheet starts the setting of the sail. Your business never sleeps. Look for people that are looking for you. Stories sell. If you want to be successful, just turn on the switch. If you're growing a team, stop trying to get everyone on the same schedule. Just have pop-up meetings, and whoever shows up, shows up. 10 myths that keep entrepreneurs broke or stuck, and we covered only 2 today. Number 1, if you build it, they will come. When you get your license and start your business, your friends and family are not going to automatically come. It takes marketing and letting people know who you are. You have to tell people who you are. It's your job to tell them all the time. Who's following you on social media? You need something to drive your own traffic. You don't need to go find more people. Make yourself more findable. Some of us are not having success because we come with a failure mindset. Number 2, expecting overnight success, believing you are going to get rich quick in 30 to 60 days. You have to really want this. You have to have the desire to win. Don't let nothing stop you. You can tell the level of an entrepreneur by what things bother them. We rather have problems being rich than problems being broke. Stop having that employee mindset, trading time for money. If you don't make money, are you still going to go? If you had to go through hardships, are you willing to go through it? You can't just log in. You got to put in the work, put in the grind. Are you willing to do the work? What can happen to my business in the next 3 to 5 years if I go to work? Make a decision, shift your mindset, plug in, and go to work. And a PS on it, Jock came back and said, when you're doing your work, when you're working your business, work on your work, get tired, take a break, and repeat. Don't get caught up in time. That's it. That's all.
Ooh, see the mic drop, yo. All right. Let's again give a round of applause to the outstanding, well-deserved professional recap specialist, Miss Rita.
Welcome back, Miss Rita.
Indeed. And now I thank you, each and every one of you, virtually for coming out. And now I return the mic to everybody's coach for the announcements and team marching orders. But before I do, now that you all know how, he's giving you the way, he's giving you the blueprint. Let me ask the question. What's next?
Really? You killed it.
All right, back to you, Coach Erik.
Woo! All right. Well, I'm excited. I'm fired up. Ladies and gentlemen, a couple of quick announcements. No team huddle. I got a family situation we got to take care of, so just keep us in prayer. It's going to be excellent. It's going to work out. It's going to be great. So, with that being said, no team huddle today. But tonight is the night.
You mean no office hours, Erik?
No office hours. There you go. No office hours. My whole house went yelling too. Uncle Jock, everybody said yelling, office hours, not team huddle. No office hours. No office hours today. Man, that's right. No office hours today. I'm excited. But tonight at 7 p.m., special 4-step system. It's on. Tell Lottie Dottie, everybody, all of them, your friends, everybody needs to be there. Every team member, pick up the phone. Y'all do old school, pick up the phone. Hey, Susan, Kevin, Billy Bob, Ray, all right? Saquon, right? Raphael, Pablo, I know you ain't been here, but we need you tonight. You need to tune in tonight. Come see what's going on. You got to sell them on being there, y'all. Are y'all hearing me? Leaders sell their team on the dream. Leaders sell their team on the dream. Leaders sell their teams on the process to the dream. You got to sell not just the dream, but you got to sell the road to the dream. Follow the yellow brick road, right? Dorothy they had to sell them. She had to sell the lion to go down the road. She had to sell the Tin Man to get down the road. The Tin Man, you ain't got no heart, man. You ain't got no brain. But come on, let's go. He could have left them there. The Scarecrow, you ain't got no heart, right? You whatever it is, the lion, he had to sell him. Follow the green brick road, the green sheet. That's what we got there. I like that, Jen. We got the green brick road. You got to sell your team along the road journey, y'all. I want y'all to get that. See, some of y'all are so busy trying to sell yourselves to show up tonight, and you're missing out. You recruited 1 or 2 people, and you ain't selling them. Everybody else, no, sell them. That's your number 1 client is your business partner. I'm gonna say that again. Your number 1 client are your business partners. You got to sell them on the dream until they can see it for themselves. That's what the great ones do. The great ones are good at selling the dream to the team. And every step along the way until now they become dream sellers. Are y'all hearing me? So get out there, sell them tonight at 7 p.m. for our team. I know, and it's no different no matter what organization you with. You with the Nicole and Dr. Teresa, whatever y'all do, y'all got to sell the people on doing your system, your process. Are y'all with me? Right? You might not got to sell Kamal as hard because he's in it. His name says the next ED. But before, you had to get him to the door. Are y'all with me? Until they can start doing their own thing. So that's a whole nother training right there. Tonight, 7 p.m. But I want y'all, let's pack the house out. Let's rock this place. Let's change the game. We're not leaving this conference the same. They say this is the lowest experience, worst experience ever going to be. This is the worst your business will ever be. You got to say this today. Today is the lowest my business is going to ever be. Y'all better catch me. You gotta have that mindset. You better catch me now while I'm on sale. I remember Deion Sanders came in. He's like, man, what's going to happen in Colorado? He's like, I'm at a discount. He's like, Deion, they pay you all these millions of dollars. Colorado's paying you millions of dollars. They don't even know where they're going to find the money. And he's like, you know what? They got me on sale. But they pay you millions of dollars. $5 million. They got me on sale. They don't got 5 million. He's like, they got me on sale. Cause this is the lowest, this is the lowest this program is going to ever be. $5 million is a steal. Guess what? 2 years later, now they're paying like $10 million. What? Hold on. He doubled it? Yeah, he delivered. So you got to start thinking your business the same way, Gaji. This is the lowest my business is going to ever be. Are y'all hearing me? Y'all got to start believing that, sending that message, that feeling out, and people better join your team right now because this is the lowest it's ever going to be. Because after that, you might even start charging. You might not be available for them. Why? Because your business is going to blow up, and you just not really available because your team is so big. So they better get you now and come learn. So with that being said, see y'all tonight, 7 p.m. Let's rock the house. And for those who don't see that, I'm going to see y'all tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, 7:30 a.m., 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central, and 6:30 Mountain Time, and 5:30 Pacific Time tomorrow, Winning Wednesday. Let's go. Love y'all. Go do it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.
Get your green sheets. Everybody get your green sheets. Get your green sheets. Everybody get your green sheets. Get your green sheets. Everybody get your green sheets. Get your green sheets. Everybody get your green sheets.
Miss Jack.